Does anybody know? Anybody? Anybody who's not?
Careful.
Robin? No. Close. That's good. Anybody? You? Slade.
Oh, that was a great voice. Is that the movie point?
Slade. You watch the movie? You'll see.
So, Will, this is exciting because, when we get to bring people like you to our screenings with all these kids and moms and dads, it's really a bonus. So we first want to thank you for stopping by.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. And let me just say, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't get to make movies like Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So I'm absolutely thrilled that all of you are here today. And it's kind of nice to get out of the heat a little bit, right?
Yes.
We're all happy to be in this air-conditioned theater.
Yeah, they're all just starstruck. So, Will, let's start because, honestly, we heard that you're also a producer on the film as well.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got involved with Teen Titans Go.
Well, a lot of parents will be able to relate to this. I was sitting in the kitchen, and you hear sometimes some shows going on in the background from the other room, and the sound of it might kind of drive you crazy. We've all been there before for something that we're not exactly liking the sound of.
No idea what you're talking about.
Right? Okay. And then I heard some jokes, and I heard some stuff happening from the other room, in the family room, and I go into my boys, my two sons who are almost 8 and almost 10, and I said, what is this? And they said, it's Teen Titans Go. It's on Cartoon Network. And I thought, this is really funny. And I loved it, and I started watching more and more episodes myself and showing other adults, and I was like, we gotta watch this show. And they're like on Cartoon Network?
Kids, like, all of a sudden okay with the fact that you're watching with them?
Yeah. Oh my, are you kidding? They're psyched. Is your microphone broken?
Yeah.
I've got a degree. Yeah, that's good. And it's just an on switch. So I'm kidding. So
I can fake it.
yeah. So anyway, so I got involved, and they wanted to make a movie, and I said, well, let me try to help you guys do that, and then through the process, they said, would you want to voice Slade, who's kind of the villain? Spoiler alert, not really, but and I said, yeah.
But these kids all know because they watch the show, right?
You guys all watch the show. Who here is a fan of Teen Titans Go?
And so what did your kids say to you about the fact that now you're in the show that they watch, the movie?
They're very excited. They got some notes. They want to make sure that we're doing all the right things, and that we're staying true. Yeah, for sure. And my own kids, because when we were finishing the movie, they got to see it, and I sort of gauged their reaction, and they're a great litmus test as to whether or not it's working. And then we had another screening just like this a couple days ago, and they went again. They wanted to see it, not just because it's their dad's job. And they really liked it. So yeah, it's a cool process for them.
So that must make you sort of extra happy or extra proud that you can have your kids celebrate your work. Are you making more choices now that are geared towards family films to involve your kids, or do you feel like whenever a good script just comes to me, I'm going to take it?
Well, it's kind of both, but it's such a bonus to be able to do stuff that I can experience and share with my kids that they can be excited about the process. When I tell them I'm going, not just the finished product, but when I'm going to work, and I can say I'm going to do this, and this is what we did today, and they can come in and like a lot of y'all, you might bring your kids with you to see what you do, and they get to know the people you work with, and it's you're all experience and sharing this stuff together. So it's cool that I get to do what I get to do, and I'm very fortunate in that way. But that I get to share it with them is just awesome. Yeah, it's important to me.
Do you have a preference of voiceover work versus acting? Is it more challenging? Because I know you go in a booth and you're like, you have to sort of be into it. Is someone there like reading the lines and playing off of you, or are you just like, I got to get into this character and I'm going to try to be as funny as I can right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, usually you work with the director, and you go in. A lot of people think that they animate the thing and then you put your voice in after, and it's actually the opposite. I go in and we do the scenes, and then they go away and they animate for a few months, and then they come back and you work on it like that. But you're usually reading with the director, not usually with other cast members, but you're working with the director, and you're kind of going through the scenes and finding fun stuff and funny stuff, and it's very different from doing live action, but I find it to be really fun.
And can you talk a little bit about the process of how that works? Because this obviously has such a great cast, but did you actually work with any of them?
I never recorded with anybody, but that's not unusual. You know, when we were making the Lego, who likes the Lego movies here? Anybody seen Lego or Lego Batman? Have you guys seen Lego Batman? I'm so glad.
Is he the voice of Lego?
Yeah, you know, I mean, in that movie, Zach Galifianakis plays the Joker, and he and I
He's
did
a
a lot
famous
of a bunch of stuff together. Rosario Dawson as well in the Lego movie. Chris Pratt and I did a bunch of stuff, Elizabeth Banks. But usually, you're just working by yourself, so it is sometimes a lonely process.
And how about the voices? Like, how did you find, okay, this is going to be the voice of this character?
You just kind of try some stuff out.
Like what?
You know, I mean...
Like, did you, like, play with different...
Yeah, you just kind of get in there, and depending on what you know who the character is, and you know what he's trying to do, so you're always trying to find something different. You know, for Slade, he's kind of like, he's over the top, and he's always talking like this, you know. I don't know, and you know, Lego Batman was, we knew that we've seen Batman and they have that gravelly voice, and we wanted to hear a guy who does that all the time, even when he's like making food at home, and that he's always got this voice, even when he's just like getting changed, right? And you do stuff like that. Or, you know, who here has seen the Despicable Me movies? You've seen those? In the first movie, I played the guy who's the banker who Steve Carell's character keeps trying to get money from. And I thought about, I wanted to have a guy who sounds like every time he says the word money that he wants to eat it, right? And he's a banker. So like, so you're telling me that you want some money? And it's almost like he's slobbering because he's just so hungry for money.
And did you always know that you would be able to do these kind of different voices, or you just tried out like...
Not really. I mean, I don't know. It's just something that I didn't really... Well, I mean... I didn't...
Oh, they have a history. Sorry, I forgot about that.
We knew each other from a different lifetime ago, and when I was first getting into voice work. And so, yes, I used to do a lot of... and still do a lot of sort of commercial voice work where I'm announcing, you know, for various products over the years, yeah. Like
You have
GMC
the golden
drugs.
voice. It's amazing.
Well, it's been all right.
It's so great. Let's open it up to the audience for a few minutes because we always hog talent, don't we?